friends, hello, welcome back. So we got her done. Got the Super Bowl one, these big bad Bengals. For a second I thought that was a 62-58. That would be Super Bowl 62 over there, but it was a good game. 27-17 for these Bengals. And you know what I thought? We can't end the franchise on a Super Bowl victory. We got to go for 2 in a row, don't we? We're going to go one more season with the franchise. See if we can go back to back here. We got the yearly awards to take a peek at here. I'm assuming we got something or they wouldn't. It shows either way. Patrick Mahomes getting the MVP. Coach of the year going to Demetrius Turner at 13-3. Sean McVay still over there in St. Louis in LA. AFC was defense or offensive player of the year was Patty Mahomes. Lamar Jackson right behind him. Defensive player of the year was Joey Bosa. Chapman didn't get it. Wow. I thought for sure Chapman would get it. That's hard to fight or argue against Joey Bosa, but I thought that was Chapman's year. He had a great season for this team. Unfortunate for him. Rookie of the year went to Ben Holland. You know it. You know it. The man was a stud this season. You had to give him that player of the year for the AFC, right? Defensive rookie of the year was, that's still Ben Holland. I just have the right screen there. Lindsey Alexander at 5-11. The Jets. Moody right behind him. So, you know what? Good enough, though. But good. Best QB was Patty Mahomes, running back Ezekiel Elliott. Wide receiver, Courtland Sutton. Holland was right behind him. That's incredible. This guy had the second best season out of anybody. Up to that 81 overall. Should see a pretty good upgrade now. Should see them abilities go up winning that rookie of the year as well. We'll see if they treat him to that or not. Abilities for, this is our coach, right? No, it is Ben Holland. Sick. Ben Holland getting the ability. In, out, elite. In, out, elite. Can we speak here? Superstar abilities. In, out, elite. Receivers with this ability. Run sharper routes and catch more consistently while running in and out routes. All right, so that is perfect. Unlocks a 90 right now, though. He's got it. Ben Holland picking up that big upgrade there. Love seeing it. I wanted to actually check out. We'll see if we can upgrade these players real quick. I don't think we have anybody. No, we have a couple. Malcolm Wall is good for an upgrade here. Up to that 86 overall, 87 overall. It looks like these boys still have high overalls because of that morale jump because of the Super Bowl here. Tristan, all right, nice. 87, 88 overall. So he's up to, what, 86 as well. Same story there. That should do it. Oh, now Lindsey Ratliff can get the upgrade. He's a running back for us here. We'll give him the quick bump here. While his power back needs some work. Maybe we don't even worry about putting him in the scheme. We just use him as more of the third down guy. But we've seen EA in multiple times in these sims, though, go out there and give him a couple of drives. So we better make sure you can still run the ball effectively up the middle, too, there. Artie Fant looking good. 74 overall. Hey, contract extended. We've decided to extend your contract extension. 3 years, $5 million. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Perfect. Good for us. We didn't get fired. So now the question becomes, where do we go from here? We're going to have to scout some players here shortly. And let's see where we go here, because that's what we're going to be worried about here in the draft, is who we scout to make sure we have it. So Calcaterra is our tight end. We always love having that tight end in there. And he is under contract for, where's the contract button? Experience 9 years. Contract is for, I cannot remember, to save my life. He's got 1 year remaining. Is that this year, 2028? I hope. Hopefully that's this year. I don't know what year we're in. 2027. Okay, we're right up there on our left hand side. So we got 1 more year at our tight end. I've liked the idea of just signing tight ends, to be completely honest there. Anyway, it's been working for us here so far. As far as Wirfs is concerned, he's been a stud and a half this season. A lot of sacks though for how great he's been playing. He's under 1 year left too. 1 more years for Wirfs. I can't imagine we're going to be able to afford to re-sign that. It might be an offensive lineman we go after here in the first round. There's got to be an easier way to look at this, and I am just lazy. 1 year for Ashford. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely going to be offensive lineman. I've heard he's going to be done this season, too. So a lot of more studs here. Contracts ending this season. That is a bit of a concern. We could probably look at the depth chart to check this out. Who am I kidding? Here we are. Perfect. So we have, well, look at the money we're paying Jake Fromm these next couple of seasons. He's a little bit cheaper there. 28, 29, 28, 28, and 2029, though. And then he's going to be getting paid. Right now, our fullback, our halfback is paid for just, wow, 1 more year for Malcolm Reed. Really? I thought we had him locked down longer than that. I guess he's just getting, man, he's going to get paid some good money too. So we are definitely going to have to be careful here. Malcolm Wall is an 86 overall. We really need everything. But what do you expect? When you have a season like we just had, you have to expect that you're going to have a lot of areas struggling. But that's what we got Ben Holland for. Ben Holland's, replacing Malcolm Wall down the road. Malcolm Wall might be a guy who gets traded. Or not, though, because at the same time, we're thinking, hey, this guy, I guess he's 25, right? And he's not the guy. It'd be Talon Wallace I would trade. But, we want to try to win that Super Bowl. You got to keep the team together. Your Calcaterra is going to have to stay. It looks like Robinson's around for a little bit longer. Our left guard's good for a few seasons. That's nice to see. Our center in Forbes is gonna need signed as well. Wow, it's gonna be tough. Man, he got a cheap deal, $2 million a year. Davenport right behind him. Davenport's getting paid $2 million a year as well, so we could cut some salary there if we ended up having to. Right guard, everything. I think we're gonna go offensive lineman in this draft this year. It looks like that's what we needed, some depth. We'll look at the edge rushers though, just in case. Baker, couple years. It looks like Walters he's still young though. Walters is still young. He's gonna get paid not a whole lot because of that, and then everybody else we're not too worried about there. Right end is Robertson, who is again still young, plenty of years there. Defensive tackles, Gardner and Smart looking good. Man, look at the steals they're on for a couple more seasons. We're gonna have to talk about them guys down the road. Chapman getting paid for 3 more years. Good to see there. Shaw, same story. He's at 3.35. Shaw might be a guy we don't even need to keep, I think. It looks like he could be, again, somebody to trade if we need to move some cap space right there. We don't need that many left outside linebackers. Not at that price contract there. $7 million for a Hudson. Norwood. It's definitely a season. I don't think we're going after any free agents. Polite's out there for our team. 77 overall is Polite. And we're paying $5 million to Newton. No, wow. Why are we paying this guy so much money? That is a hefty contract. I guess he's 23. Oh, you know why? That was probably our first round draft pick contract money. I'd have to guess there, huh? That would do it. CB's over here is Duval and Manning, both under contract for a long term there. Ward right behind them at 25. He's got 1 year left. We'll see what he's looking to get paid. Looks like it should be a friendly deal there. Free safety, good. Strong safety. Hooker he's 30. We could go strong safety too if we had to look, but I'm thinking we're going to look down the lines here of picking up a nice and a lovely offensive lineman here. That's where we got to go. I think that's what the draft's telling us. So we'll make sure we get as many offensive linemen scouted here as possible. We'll go down the left tackles list again. That is not the scout button, apparently. I haven't done this in such a long time. I forget what I'm looking for here. There we go. That's a 5th rounder there. We got pretty much everything scouted from that, retrospect there. Left guards, there's not a lot of left guards out there. There's a 2nd rounder in Hal Quincy. That's a pretty good looking one right there. We could go down that route right there. B- on a pass block isn't terrible. I'll take a look at him real quick. 5th round draft pick. So we got a little bit of work to be done here. The center is not something we need, but you can always move a center if you have to. But there we go. We'll go ahead and we'll go through these re-sign periods here real quick. I don't think we have anybody to re-sign. There's a re-sign period, but I don't think there's anybody, not that we're going to worry about right now. We usually do it during the middle of the season. So we'll go ahead and scout these players, and we'll get to the drafts, which should be next on the docket here. We'll take a look here real quick. Players ready to negotiate, just to take a look, see what we're going to work with here. Yeah, Feint. Yeah, just these guys. Nobody was really too concerned about. Feint might be a guy we want to keep around, but over 2 years, he wants $4 million, $2 million a year. That's quite a bit there. But we might need a tight end. I would like to know. Can we see every tight end? Probably. That's not a tight end. What is Feint? Let's Feint play. What am I missing here? A wide receiver. Oh, Feint's a wide receiver. I wouldn't know about no wide receiver at $2 million a year. We'll be all right there. We can make him, sit the bench and it'll be good there. I'll find somebody else. Weekly awards, yearly awards. So we're good. We're good going into free agency. We don't have any plans to move any of these guys. We'll see if we have cap space. That might kill us on a cap here. If anything, we can trade away. Again, we had some options there to trade a couple players away. Sign free agents. We have, oh man, 30 million cap space? Really? Again, no, we talked about it. We got so many guys we got to sign going into next season. So we're not going to really use that cap space, even if we could there. We don't need to. I think this team, we just won a Super Bowl. Why go out there and sign free agents and put yourself up against the cap when you can just sign the in-house guys out, won you a Super Bowl? That's my thinking here. Did I just skip out on scouting that week? I might have. Let's go ahead and get this done and jump to the draft. All right, here we go. And again, this might be a draft besides one offensive line, and this might just be the draft where we go out there and say, hey, we'll take whatever's, best available out there. I'd like to see our draft picks. And again, I feel like I'm crazy for not knowing how to look at those without just going to the trade screen here and looking from that direction there. I just want to see real quick though what we got to work with this season. We have a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th. Okay, so some of everything again this year. Your typical draft board here for us. We traded a couple away, didn't trade them all away. We'll go ahead and skip ahead, and then we'll pause the draft first. Skip ahead to the next user pick, which is us right here. Artie Shaw just gone. Zach Ecker gone. Zach Ecker, right? Yeah, Zach Ecker. So let's go and take a look here. Make draft selection or trade away pick. What are teams willing to review offers? Let's see what they're willing to send us here, really. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That'd get us some more picks. In a 2nd, that's a late 2nd, though. A 2nd, oh yeah, Cleveland, we'd love to just for fun, We would just love to trade our first for your second, and that's it. You know, we're just going to gift you a first round pick. That's what I thought. That was a great idea. I agree. 2/3 and a 7, 2/4. Nah, these guys are they're fleecing us here. Not worth it. Understanding we are getting a late second here, pretty much early second. I mean, I should say, but I ain't in it. These Bengals are going to find a nice player out here. It looks like their best player out there still is Roland Cherry. We don't need a running back. Left end and Nelson James, again not projected in the first round though, just to see if there's anything we're missing out in here. We didn't draft any or scouting wide receivers. No reason to. Free safety is an area we could look at if we had to. Mark Davis, man coverage, not as good as I like there. The run stopper and Courtney McCain. Philip Peppers, right end. That's a guy that's got a decent line there, it looks like too. Man, I like that. Tackle finesse, news, play recognition, pretty solid there. I ain't seeing too much though. Left end and Roosevelt Quincy. He doesn't have quite as good of a combine score there by any stretch of the imagination. Anton Spears, but as far as linemen are concerned, there just are not a lot showing. There wasn't a lot when we scouted though, in all fairness. Zach Whitney's out there. He's got a good combine score, doesn't he? He's got a good combine score, solid. Lead block B+, run block finesse, run block. Solid numbers there. Anton Vernon, again, he didn't even run the combine. That's kind of scary, but they got him projected up here early. First rounder, lead block, run block, pass block. That is some good stats there. 3B+. You love seeing that. Same story for Jonathan Hurley, a guy we scouted in the 7th round, laid off the board. Could potentially be a steal right there for us if we go down that route. Left guards, again, I don't want to reach for these guys if we don't have to, but who knows how many of them are actually on the draft board or next time around here. But it would be a reach and a half if we did. We didn't scout, here's me, we didn't scout hardly any right tackles. Way to go there, pal. I'm glad to see you got to that side of the board. Intelligent. There's a 6.4 out of Malcolm Collins. Man, does that guy got some size and a good combine score, though, if he was ever to look like or look at it. We'll take a look here. We'll take a look at everything on the draft right now and see. We brought it up. If we wanted to go really anywhere, it's a possibility still here. And I like Mark Davis. Do we need a third CB that bad? Not really, but can they get better? And there's nothing I'd like more than a CB, of course, but he's got a bad combine score. Not a fan there. Courtney McCann, how's your combine score? Not the greatest. Philip Peppers, I think he was the guy. It looks like he fits in our scheme as well there. A good scheme guy. Good combine score. I'd like to see the grades a little bit higher still there than what we're getting out of Philip Peppers. But he's a guy to watch. Can we add him to the board? Yeah, we'll add him to the board there. Philip Peppers. You're a guy that fits the scheme, man. Look at that guy's piece of freaking combine. 6'9", first place in the bench. That's it though. I thought if we were going to see that 6'9", it's a little bit lower, I guess, for the wide receivers. Roosevelt Quincy. Why does it look like we did not scout so many players this season? It seems like we're missing a lot of guys. Did we skip some scouting by accident? Roosevelt Quincy, another guy there that I like. Not enough with that combine score though. B+, B+, B+. We'll add him to the list just to have him there. We'll add you to the list just to have you there. Make sure we're not missing out on any first round gems as well. It might be it. It might be the time just to reach for that tackle out there. Left tackle there. I like the score there, but I'd like to see his combine again a little bit better. It's not the worst. Actually pretty solid there. Run block, finesse. I'd like to see those in the mid B's instead of the lower B's if we could. CB and CB man coverage zone code. Man, this guy's got a nice solid score. Man, he's an archetype of a slot guy, which is what we're looking for. Second round, is he gonna be there next time we come around? I say we go up to the left tackle. It's still a reach. It's still a massive reach, but we gotta get an offensive lineman here. I think we can re-sign a lot of our younger defensive players, but we gotta make sure we get an offensive player. But man, can you imagine the Jonathan Hurley or either one of these guys slide? I'd like to know how much these late picks slide. We don't usually scout a lot of guys that are deep in the draft that are studs. And the problem is if we wait, they're gone. That's what scares me. We can always take one now and one later if they do happen to slide. I'm going to try Anton Vernon here. I know he doesn't have a combine score. That's a little nerve-wracking. But we're not worried about injuries or anything. He's a mid-first round talent. We're going to see what they got here for us. Let's take a look here. Anton Vernon hit us with 73. They called it a good pick, though. We never get offensive linemen that have like crazy fast growth potential. I have noticed that, but we'll take that there. We'll skip ahead to our next user pick. And again, we'll play the best available game here. Pending there isn't a left tackle out there that we really like. We'll take a look at the draft board here. See if they left us anything. They did. Mark Bacon. Oh, Bacon. Mac Bacon. I said Mark Bacon. Mac Bacon's still out there. Pretty solid player. But I like Kamal Hewitt here. He fits our scheme really well. But again, we'll take a look at the offensive lineman to see if there's anything laying around here. They did leave Jonathan Hurley out there. He might have went unnoticed because he is that 7th round draft pick potential guy there when he wasn't scouted. We might try to squeak him by later. We'll take a look again. Whatever's best out there. Late in the second, there ain't going to be near as much. Marlon Hawthorne's out there. Not really interested in Mac Bacon. Again, I like Bacon here. How's the combine though? It's decent. Man coverage, play recognition, tackle. I'd like to actually see some of them stats a little higher than what they are, to be completely honest. Zach Whitney, decent player, 6.7. Kamal Hewitt's the actual guy that looks good. I think he's got the better combine. He does. Better combine, better stats, man coverage, and zone, both in the Bs. You like seeing that. And he's 21. I think we're going CB here. Build that CB depth for the future. And that looks like the best one possible. So we'll see what we can get here for Kamal Hewitt. The slot CB out of Vanderbilt. Oh, it's not a Power 5 team. Is that a Power 5 conference? Oh, man, 70 overall. They called it a good pick. Most ranked number 38 in true value, and you drafted him at 64, but you didn't have that high potential. So we'll see what happens there. Again, he could grow to an 80, 81. That's still nice for us to have there. I ain't too worried about that. We're going to make every selection in just this draft. This is going to be our last season potentially. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it and see if we can get any steals. Let's see if they left us our left tackle this late in the draft. Oh, man, they have. Jonathan Hurley still out there. I don't know if we have anybody else to go after. That might be our man right there. Jonathan Hurley looking great. And the right guards, we don't have a lot scouted. And we'll just take a look one more time to see if they left all positions available. If there's anything just laying around. I want scouted. I don't know why we are filtering by not scouted. So we'll take a look here. Scouted. Brian Wooten. Oh man, Brian Wooten's got some good stats too. Good combine score, power rusher. We could always pick up another defensive tackle too. Do you really think they're gonna let us get that left tackle that late in the draft? How far down can we let him slide? Quincy's out there as well. That could be a guy we take later in the draft. I think we might go after a CB here. I like what I see. Or not a CB, but what's his face? The defensive tackle here. I liked what I seen there. I did. For a guy this late in the draft, looks like a value pick here. We're going to take a chance on Wooten here. 69, baby. Yeah, buddy. No potential masters this game. Or no start potentials or hidden potentials. But that's not a big deal. Not a big deal. We kind of expected it. Please tell me we got another pick here. Okay, perfect. I think that's our pick. Oh, it is round 6. Oh, no, our next pick's round 6. Okay. Please tell me he's still out there. Please tell me he's still out there. Oh, yeah. Hurley's still out there. You know why? Because his combine score is actually good. Let's see what Hurley's got. I mean, he's good at the bench. He's got the strength and everything else is slow. That's the problem. But a guy with the first round talent, you bet you're going to go out there and take that chance. There we go. A 73 on the offensive lineman. I like that. Why not? Let's take our last draft pick here. See how we can finish this bad boy up. I think this is our last draft pick in the 6th round, right? Yeah, you have no picture remaining after this one. See if there's any steals out there. See if they left us anything that we scouted that we could possibly go after. We could go heavy offensive lineman here. Oh, man! Luther Callahan, how did we pass you up, pal? First round potential, B+, and B+ across the board. Another guy who I guess he's going hidden down the board because his combine score is just not the greatest. But besides that, there's some studs and a half out here. There's a lot of guys. I was going to say, why don't I have grades for some of these guys? But that's why. Man, if we get another offensive lineman, 3 offensive linemen in the draft, we got 3 of them coming off contracts. If any of these guys can progress, Jesse Daniels is out there too looking pretty good. Any of these guys at all, though, that can progress and help this team, that's one less contract we have to worry about that we can sign somewhere else. This guy's a 73 as well. Good pick there. I like it. Bengals going to conclude this draft, though. We didn't get any start or hidden potential guys, which is unfortunate, but at the same time we do realize that we went out there and drafted 3 linemen, and I don't remember the last time ever getting a hidden potential for an offensive lineman. So that happens. Returning from injury, as if we had injuries. What happened here? Oh, Malcolm Reed's returning from injury. I didn't know he was hurt. Oh, we had injuries turned off. Well, welcome back, Malcolm Reed. Good to have you back. Good draft, though. I think that's a good draft here. We'll take a look at the recap here, view contract details as well. And it'll be time to jump into the regular season or preseason regular season next. So we're giving $4 million to Vernon. Well, we're paying him some money. And the rest of these guys, not too much there. Decent 4th or 32nd pick every time. So we don't really have any other team's picks, just their own picks here. That might change. That might change. The awareness, the speed, the acceleration. Kind of want to see what these guys have from a run block standpoint. Where do I see the run and pass block? Did I pass it up? I might have passed it up. No, it's right here. Pass block. 75, 39. I better not be an offensive lineman. No, it's not. Okay. 75, 77, and 67. So Callahan, a little work can be done there. But it looks promising for these guys, I think. These guys will get better down the road there. What do you guys think about the draft, though? We do all right there, hopefully. We got one more Super Bowl run in this, maybe. If you guys enjoyed this video, though, big thumbs up. Subscribe is appreciated, never required. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.